Good afternoon, Mr. Toastmaster, Mrs. Miss Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much again, Bet, for giving me an opportunity. I start with the question: how many of you know we lost the decade? We lost the decade from 2000 to 2009. 10 years gone. From a financial and economical perspective, the entire decade was lost. Let me tell you why. The reason was we added 0 employees. For the entire United States, the population grew, but we added 0 employees. And still we have more than 15 million employees are unemployed. And the another thing is, from a financial perspective, I would say the economy grew in terms of your personal net worth. The growth was 0.5 in terms of minus 0.5. So if you have invested like $1,000 in 2000, start of 2000, now it may be less than $1,000. Think of whatever happened last decade. There were 2 wars still going on, and we had so many hurricanes, and what we had was terrorist attacks. 2 bubbles from the financial perspective. We had tech bubble and financial bubble. So think of all those happened. What kind of expectations you have for this decade that started 7 days back? What kind of objectives you have for this decade? I mean, in terms of your goals, what you're going to do. Think of it. This is all from the global perspective. Think of, you may heard the term, think globally, act locally. From your personal and professional career perspective, what kind of objectives you have? Think of it. If you think of, when I was thinking, the main objective was for this decade is employed, being employed. That's what I was thinking. If you all think that that is your objective, it's one of the objectives, I would say that is our objective. And that's what I call as a main objective. In order to be employed, what are the things we need to do? How we can be employed even forever? I just wanted to throw some ideas and tips that can help you to get employed forever. One of the the first tip I was thinking is, be a creative contributor who drives to get things done smarter, faster, safer, and better. Think of if you are becoming a contributor, that is a creative contributor on a daily basis in your job, your company will be evaluating or giving a value to your contributions, and you will be definitely valued and given the recognition as much as possible. That is the main thing I wanted to express it. And from the tech savvies, as we are all working in, most of them working in IT industry, learn marketable skills that will make you more valuable throughout your career. When I say marketable skills, that has to be applied today. Think of, there are so many skills, think of the mainframe skills. That is no more applicable as much as possible, unless you are working in the company where they are only using mainframe systems. Learn like .NET 3.5 or even newer technologies that is applicable in today's market, and then you can market yourself. And the third point I wanted to impress is prove your worth by making significant contributions every day. Get involved on ongoing learning opportunities as a reward. Think of, on a every day, if you go to the your cube and think of whatever the bet gave us the sheet. Think of your goals and what you can do, what you can achieve today, and get involved with yourself. And the next one I wanted to say is listen patiently to those who have walked the path you want to tread and who have the competencies you would like to master. Think of the next decade, or this decade you want to become executive director, or even more than that, how you want to achieve. The best thing is you can have a mentor. As you can approach one of the ED and ask him what are the things they did to get to that level, what kind of opportunities they have seen to reach those type of goals. You can adapt those. And another opportunity I can think of is read biographies of big leaders, even corporate leaders. That way you can learn all their successful achievements, what they did, how they did, what kind of failures they have encountered. You can apply those things in your real life. Must be flexible and focus on getting the work job done. The next one I would like to stress is the road to success is dotted with many parking spaces. Do not give up. Never ever. When you still have something to give, nothing is really over till the moment you stop trying. Again and again I say, never ever give up on whatever you wanted to achieve in your life. Do not afraid to encounter risk. It is by taking chances that we learn how to be brave. Unless you take any risk, you cannot learn anything. By doing some mistakes only, you will learn from those mistakes. In summarize, I just wanted to give some kind of small nuggets on this. This decade, think active, positive. Act positive and be proactive. Prepare to be a lifelong learner. Develop habit of listening. Be flexible and adaptable. Encourage others to encourage yourself. And the last one is learn from your mistakes and don't repeat. Again, thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.